Hi guys, welcome back to Delusional Diaries Podcast. I'm Hallie.
And I'm Jazz.
And if you're watching the YouTube version, I literally walk into this room and this is the podcast room where Jazz records. I was
like, yeah.
We record. It's Jazz's second bedroom and there's like a couch made up with sheets, a pillow, and this duvet like blanket. And I literally walk in, I'm like, oh my god, like they've been fighting and like they're sleeping in a separate room. Like, god damn, getting engaged like not even a month later. You're like, whatever.
And I literally made a joke. I was like, this is what people say, what people mean when they say marriage is hard. And like, I'm fully kidding.
Yeah.
But my friend Cole was in town this last week and he had stayed here. So he was staying in this room. So that's why it's made up. And I just haven't taken it down.
That's so funny. Speaking of the marriage is hard thing, those TikToks have been making me laugh so hard. If you don't know, somebody made a video. They're like, can somebody explain to me what you mean by marriage is hard? And people are stitching it with like silence and just like something.
Yeah. What's even funnier to me though is the comment sections in those videos, because I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, the top comment on all those videos are, okay, weaponized incompetence.
Okay, yeah.
Like, that's what it is every single time.
Some of that could be, like, whatever. Well, one, I think that's just men. Men, like, so don't pay attention to detail. Like, my dad is like that. Like, it's just, like, men don't get the vibe. They don't get the aesthetic of, like, a house specifically. Like, I've seen ones where it's, like, a nice shoe rack, and then, like, they set the shoes next to the shoe rack, not on the shoe rack. And it's, like, because men just, like, some just don't have the fucking eye where they even, like, care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were to live by themselves, they'd just fucking throw their shoes in a corner.
Yeah, that's me, though.
Yeah.
Like, I am man.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's obviously, like, those are jokes. I mean, some of it is, like, maybe weaponized incompetence if it's, like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's just also funny to me how people will take those videos, like those stitches, and like feel the need to like tell someone how their relationship is, or, like whatever it is, like in like genuine detail. Like I saw someone like put in like part 1 of 16, 2 of 16, like explaining how the relationship sucks. I'm like, and this is a person that had like maybe 2,000 followers. I'm like, you have not seen anything else other than this one like 3-second clip, and you're like, you need a divorce.
That's the weirdest to like jump to that. It's like, because if you filmed anybody's like maybe bad moments, whatever, like you could say the same about me, like the things that I do, and it's like, I don't know, like.
Yeah, no, it's a wild side of TikTok, I feel like, but a lot of those videos to me are just like funny, like they're comical.
Oh, so funny.
Like for example, like I saw Queen City Trends did one, and like her husband like left the gas stove on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's a smart, good guy, and if we've met him, like he's great, they're great. I'm like, people are like, no, leave him. I'm like, you guys are insane.
No, 100%. Like I was thinking like Reed does shit like that sometimes where it makes me laugh. Like obviously we're not married, but I like Reed will like, oh, I switched the laundry for you. I'm like, oh, that was so kind. Like, thank you, whatever. And, like, he'll put stuff in the dryer. And then, like, I'll be like, it's soaking wet. And I'll be like, he didn't change, like, the lint. So then it, like, didn't dry. And I'm like, the effort was there, but...
the follow-through wasn't quite there. It's, like, my biggest thing. And, like, this is my biggest pet peeve about Kevin. And this, like, I've talked about this before. I feel like if he cooks mostly. 9 times out of 10 he cooks. I don't really cook. If he finishes using something, he doesn't let me know. And so I was like, you know what? Let's nip this. What's that saying?
In the bud?
Yeah. Let's just do that. Yeah. So I was like, what could be helpful? So I ordered this notepad off Amazon where you can like write your grocery list. I'm like, we're never going to have this issue again. The other day, I'm just trying to make me some breakfast potatoes, you know, like, where's the onion powder? I'm saying this to myself because Kevin's at work. I'm going through our seasoning drawer. There's no onion powder. I'm like, my potatoes are going to taste off. I'm like pissed. And like, granted, I started my period the next day, so it made sense why I was so genuinely upset about this onion powder. Yeah. But I call him like, you didn't let me know we were out. He's like, that's been gone for 2 weeks. And I'm like, you finished it. Like, you have to let me know you finished. I got you a notepad. And so now we're actively using the notepad.
That is a hard thing about living with somebody, obviously. It's like shit like that. I feel like that
well, like I make our grocery list. Yeah. So, and then I'll be like, okay, like anything else that we need? And like, if you finish something, like that's when you would say, we need this. But then I was like, if that's the most I have to bitch about, it's probably like not that deep.
No, it's not.
But figured it out. No big deal. Got some more onion powder.
No, yeah. Well, Reed does that where I ask, like, I'm like, because he also mostly cooks, so I'll be like, is there anything that you use, like, whatever? Is there anything you can think of that we would need? Anything in the world? And he's like, no. Like, no. And then, like, it'll come up, like, we'll be making dinner. He's like, we don't have, like, pepper. I'm like,
yeah, that's why I asked.
like, you knew that. Like, it's like, I just don't think it comes to his brain, but it is, like, okay.
Yeah. Everyone has their shit. Like, literally everyone has their shit. I'm also a disgusting mess. Like, I am very messy. And, like, I'll clean up a mess just to make another mess. Like, everyone has their things. You know, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
But same just same category as the stitches of, like, marriage is hard. I saw so many videos from Mother's Day of moms, like, in their cars crying. Like, I don't know if I think I'm just genuinely on, like, mom, wedding, married, life talk, you know? Mm-hmm. And these moms are in the car crying, like, I just feel so unappreciated. And they're just, like, bawling their eyes out. Like, they're like, I just wanted, like, someone to tell me Happy Mother's Day. And they're bawling. And, like I didn't get a card. Like, I've changed my whole life to be a mother. Like, this whole thing. And, like, people are, like, the entire comment section, like, I kid you not, 10K comments. It's, like, mom saying the same thing. And I'm like, you all picked the wrong husbands.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God. And also, like, I know, like, I'm trying to think of how to say this without, like, people yelling at me. But, like, you raise all the kids. They didn't, like, have Mother's Day.
Yeah, I think
yes, a parent, like, the dad should, like, lead that for sure. But I'm like, your kids know what day it is.
I think it's, like, when the kids are toddlers, young, like, obviously, like, under, 12, 13, maybe. I think the dad definitely needs to, like, take the kids to the store and, like, buy something and whatever. But I do think once the kids are, like, full teenagers, have a job, have a car, or, like, even further than that, then I think it kind of is, like, not the dad's place to, like, do a
make them do all that,
like, do a Mother's Day thing anymore. Like, I think it's mostly on the kids because, like, you're not a mother to
and you don't have to go crazy, but you can say Happy Mother's Day to your mother,
and, like, a flower.
Yeah, like, it's not. It's just the thoughtfulness. And, like, every comment in the video was like, I just, like, the thought, like, I feel, like, invisible. Like, and I was literally like, this is devastating to read these comments because so many people were saying, like, it's been the worst day. Like, I just, like, this is my last straw. I'm like, that's just it was so sad.
It's also probably hard when you are, like, maybe a single mom or, like, whatever, and then you have, like, people on TikTok romanticizing, like, look at what I woke up to. And it's, like, breakfast in bed and whatever. And, like, comparing, I feel like that's also.
Yeah, for sure. I think comparison in any sense is hard, but, like, especially, like, those kinds of things are, like.
Yeah. I didn't see, I'm not on that side of TikTok. I didn't see that, but.
Like, literally my For You page has completely changed recently. It's just wedding shit, like, early parenting or, like, long-term parenting or golf.
Okay, mine is I'm on African safari TikTok right now because
with, like, lions and shit.
Yeah, like, somebody, like, made a video, like, I'm going to see these gorillas, and she, like, did this whole vlog of, like, hiking to see these gorillas.
Okay, never mind. I think something different.
Oh,
but I'll tell you about it later.
I was like, oh, that's sick. And then I, like, watched her video, and then I kind of, like, scrolled through her page a little bit, and then I, like, left, and now all of my videos are, like, people in, like, wildlife and whatever, and it's very interesting. I like it.
Mine's, like, National Geographic type, like, where, like, they're talking, like, here goes the lion as she tries to protect her cubs and is deciding if she should get back with, the you know what I'm saying? It's like that shit. And then I've also discovered been on, like, Hoof Talk, like, the hoof cleaning.
Nathan the hoof guy.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't take my eyes off of it.
Yeah, I'm always like, I don't know. I didn't know how hooves worked. I guess they're like nails, so they can't feel any of that. Like, it doesn't hurt them.
Yeah, but it's crazy to, like, watch
the shit, like, the cysts that, like, pop out of
that. Yeah,
that's
like, wild. That like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of hooves, yesterday I went to the Westminster dog show.
Oh.
I'm, like, just trying to find a segue.
Yeah.
Dying to talk about it.
There's no hooves on a dog, but
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Guys, I love dogs, obviously. We both love dogs. Amazing. Got invited to the Westminster Dog Show in New York. I've really been wanting to go because whenever I've gone to a hotel recently, I said this on TikTok yesterday, but if you go to a hotel, you can guarantee there's 3 things on TV: Catfish, Law and Order, and dog shows. Every time. So I've been watching a lot of dog shows whenever I'm at hotels on channels. So I got this invite. I was like, yeah, I'm there. And I realized why I got the invite while I was there yesterday.
Why?
Do you remember the video I made? It was all videos of Kevin. It was a sound. It was the golden retriever.
Oh.
That sound is from the Westminster Dog Show. And I heard the guy's voice yesterday announcing it. I was like, I know this sound. And it clicked. I was like, that's how they found me.
I do not think that's how they found
No,
you.
I guarantee you that's how they found me.
I got invited to the dog show too, and I didn't use that sound.
Yeah, maybe because they found you after me.
That's maybe.
I'm telling you, they found me through that. There's no other. I'm sorry. How is the Westminster Dog Show finding me outside of that?
Maybe they're a fan.
I had the top sound under that thing.
Okay. All right. Maybe.
That I'm convinced that's how they found me. Anyways, didn't see any retrievers yesterday, but the dog show actually is so sick. And I didn't get to go to agility or the dock diving, which I really wanted to go to there Saturday, but I was in the Catskills. So fine. But these dogs are gorgeous. And it was just so fascinating to watch these owners and like what dogs they chose to have and like what the owners were differences were. And it was just such an interesting vibe there. And I just really thoroughly enjoyed it. And I would love to go to a new dog show. I'm literally Googling dog shows near me at the dog show because like I'm going to enter Fitz. I'm like Fitz would crush it in this bitch. I just know he would do so well. He's just like such a prancer and he would just kill that shit. And he's like young enough to where I could still train him. He's not a year old until next month. So I was like, and I was in grind mode. Okay, like, I was like planning a whole thing. I was looking at dog shows in like Connecticut and New Jersey.
Wait, like when Jay wants to do that in Modern Family, you're
with
giving
Stella?
that. Yeah.
No, fully 100%. But yesterday also there's a Cocker Spaniel at the dog show, and I was like, this is fully Charlotte York.
Yeah.
Like I'm in my Charlotte York era. You know, like when her dog like, literally goes into heat at the dog show.
Yeah.
That's what I was kept thinking about yesterday. So I'm like, I'm literally finding all these dogs, like how to enter. I'm like looking at the fees, all this stuff, like how fast can I train Fitz? I text my family about it. I'm so excited, guys. I have a new like venture because you know when I commit, I commit.
Yeah.
Very quickly. It's like a switch in my head. He's neutered, so.
They can't. Why can't they?
You can't because they feel up their balls and shit. Like they rate them on everything.
They like molest them.
They don't molest them, but like they judge the breed.
Damn.
And the dog, like in all ways, shapes, and forms.
Oslo's still good.
Yeah.
He's getting neutered actually, literally in like a month.
Yeah, and also because like when you neuter a dog or like spay a dog, it can affect like their temperament and stuff.
Yeah.
Which could be seen as like an advantage with dogs and dog shows.
Like an unfair one.
Yeah, so I so get it, and I'm literally, I like looking at Kevin like, we have to get one more.
Oh my god! So
like,
you could do it.
Yeah, and I've never seen Kevin say no to me so quickly. Yeah. He was like immediately no. I think it's because Kevin takes the dogs out.
Yeah, 3 is too much for 2 people. Like, no.
Yeah, I don't take them out. He does. I think he's just like, and he feeds them.
Yeah. Maybe if you had a backyard, but like right now.
No, fully. I think like when you move out of the city, like we're definitely going to get another one. And I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of, I have to get Oslo neutered. And I also have to get, he never lost his baby canines. I never realized that. I looked like the other day. I was like, his teeth are really close together. No, it's because he literally has both, like, they're cemented together, and he literally has, like, plaque building up in between them. Like,
they're pulling them out?
They're pulling them, yeah. They're pulling the baby ones. But I, like, try to brush his teeth, and he hates it. Like,
you should try these. This is not an ad. This sounds like the perfect segue, but it's really not. My grandma got them for the dogs, and I started using them. They're amazing. I'll give you some. But, like, you put them on, like, the little finger things. You just put them in, like, they let you, the dogs.
I have that. The finger one.
No, but they're disposable. Like they're one-time use. Okay. Like they're super thin. They're great though. Like my Frank and Fitz hate it, but like they love these. They don't mind at all.
If you put your finger in their mouth.
Yeah, I'll literally show you these.
I'm telling you, I have a finger one and I like put it in.
But it's not the same because they hated the other one too.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying, just give it a try. If it doesn't work, no big deal. But I'm saying like I think it's worth a shot because like it's really been helping me be consistent.
Okay. I'll take it.
Sorry for the. Like
no, I'll take it. I also so weird about it. Like Finley is too. They just like do not like. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't like these either, but these they really don't mind.
Oslo also, I'm like sleeping the other night. I like wake up and I hear like Oslo like making a noise. And a lot of times my dog's favorite thing to do are like shred shit. Like they'll find like a little cardboard makeup box somewhere and just like shred it to pieces. So I like, it's pitch black obviously in my room and I see Oslo sitting at the foot of the bed. And it's like, I see the like this like black shit or whatever. So I was like, grabbed it because I thought he was shredding a makeup box. It's vomit. So I like put my hand in the vomit and then I'm like, okay, that's soft and warm, like, ew. And so then I was like, why the fuck did he throw up just, like, on my fucking duvet? So I, like, stripped the bed in the middle of the night. So fucking annoying.
That's ass.
Yeah, and then I, like, washed it, and then it, like, smelled like throw up, and it was so gross.
It makes you feel any better? Frank never gets car sick.
Yeah.
But we went to...
Wait, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You just reminded me. I, like, you know when you have something that, like, well, okay, this is so, like, whatever. I was in Pilates, and I didn't bring my phone because I left my phone to charge at my apartment. And it's like, I am so, like, a thought will come into my brain. I have to put it in my notes app. Like, or I will literally completely forget it. So I, like, remembered in my brain, I was like, I need to get Finley Dramamine. And
I have some in the closet right there.
I will take it from you.
Just
okay.
remind me to give it to you.
Okay, I'm writing it in my notes because I'm not even kidding. I was like, it was on, I didn't have anything to write down in my notes, and then I got home and I was like, there was something in Pilates. I was like, I need to remember this, and I couldn't fucking remember it. And it was driving me insane.
I hate when that happens.
What is this? Finley gets super car sick, and I need to get some Dramamine for her. Anyway.
I have a bunch in the closet. I have like 5 packs. I'll give it to you. Anyways, but Frank never gets car sick. We go to Kevin's parents to do Mother's Day with his family on Friday. And then we leave Saturday morning to go to the Catskills because we went like glamping. And Frank's never been car sick ever in his life. But his mom loves to give dog treats. Oh, yeah. And the dogs love it. And I'm never like, no, because like I give them treats here too. Like Frank didn't used to be a treat dog, but she sends us so many treats. And like I give them treats now. And it is what it is. But like, he had like a significant amount of treats.
Okay.
And I'm like bopping and weaving, listening to my music about James on the way to the Catskills. I hear, I'm like,
yeah, that's the worst.
I turn my brand new Jeep, okay? All over one of the captain's seats, all over under the seat.
A car is like the worst place too because there's so many crevices and little shit. To clean it out.
Bright yellow vomit. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, good. I'm like, I immediately go on maps like Target. Yeah. I'm like, because they had that car section, so get me some all-purpose Armor All, some disinfectant, literally a pack of like 5 rags, and I just started poking lot like cleaning up this vomit. I'm just like, poor Frank. He's like.
That's the
sick.
worst.
Also, I'm trying to switch the dogs to natural food.
Okay, I've heard mixed reviews on that. I don't know.
I've just heard good things, and like I know you saw it in my freezer, and I haven't done it yet because I've been like, I want to make sure I do it like when I'm home all day consistently, because if they get sick, like because when you switch a dog's food, they get sick a lot of the time.
You mix it slowly.
Yeah, but even if you switch a dog's food, they can get sick. So I'm like, I just want to make sure I'm home so I can like clean up the throw up, or like I can just make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, and I was like, so I'm doing it. But I know this girl who switched her dogs, and she's a dog similar size to like Frank and Fitz. And I was like, how was the transition, and how slowly did you do it? She's like, I did it twice as slow as you should have, and she's like, and it was fine. Okay. So I think after the cruise, I'm going to try to switch them to raw food.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah. It's like it's supposed to be better for your dogs.
Probably. I don't know. I like asked my vet about it, and they were like, because I was like gonna do like whatever, and they told me like not to, but I don't know. I feel like some
maybe it's
because
yours are so tiny.
Maybe. It also depends on the breed. Just like that's why. Also, the reason Oslo isn't neutered, I just want to, because I know people are like, you've had them for so long, and you like whatever. With male dachshunds, you're not supposed to neuter them until they're between 10 months and a year old, because they have, like, dachshunds can form this degenerative disease that, like, my dachshund I had died from that, actually, when I was, like, he was only, like, 7 years old. It's, like, this rotator disc thing, I don't even know, in their backs, and it, like, is really bad for them, and apparently neutering them is, like, puts them at a much higher risk for this disease. So, Oslo's getting neutered soon because he's around 11 months old. But actually, not funny enough, but they like told me about this. I'm like, is this a scam or do I want to do this? There is, when they neuter him, they can collect his stem cells and then send it to this lab in California. And they hold on to the stem cells. And then if Oslo ever gets sick with like arthritis, that
sounds like so legit.
It probably is. Kidney stuff, all of this stuff.
I'm like, from all the medical shows I've watched, that sounds so legit.
I know. And so then they send it back, and then, like, apparently you can use the stem cells to, like, cure him.
That's like when people have another kid to, like, save their kid.
Yeah.
Because they get, like, the stem cells from the umbilical cord or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, I watch a lot of medical TV, so I'm clearly an expert.
Literally. But I don't know. I'm like, do I do it? It's really expensive, though. Like, I think for them to hold it, it is like a lifetime of them holding it, but it's like a couple $1,000s. But I'm like, if that.
But imagine like your vet bill to like save him if something happened. Like you'd pay that to save him.
Yeah, I know you're right. Yeah.
And like that's like something that could save him versus like when like you're like I would do anything to save my dog, but like there's nothing. This could be that something.
I know. So I think I might.
I'm actually like a medical sales rep for this company in my free time.
It's honestly like I don't know. I think I might do it, but
it's like insurance.
Yeah, basically, I guess. Yeah. It probably costs a lot to get the stem cells back and then have them turn it into something and then put it in him.
Yeah, but at least you'd have an option.
Yeah. So I think I might do it. Yeah.
Cool.
Also, this is the complete opposite. Like, this is the roughest transition on
Wait, let me one more thing about dogs then.
Okay, go for it.
Before I forget. So my family's watching the dog show yesterday while we're at the dog show. 'Cause my grandma watches it every year. She's obsessed, okay? She used to breed Dobermans. Anyways, so my mom texted me. She's like, "You see that guy just eat shit?" I felt so horrible. It was honestly so sad. This guy is running his dog. It was a terrier, running around like a little circle like in dog shows. And it's like I watched it happen in slow motion. It was national TV, so you can probably look it up, to be honest. But like, be very nice. He fell straight on his face, and it was so sad. The whole entire stadium was like, and it was so sad. But then like he got up, and the crowd went wild. Everyone was cheering for him, and he actually got like picked as like one of the people like that like got to go to the next round. But it was so.
That's sad.
And I was like, I would have had the utmost anxiety. I cannot imagine. And I'm like, honestly, it's a good thing Fitz is neutered because like that moment in itself, I never would have done it again, and I would have been ruined for life.
Yeah, that is.
But sad. It was really cool to see like the community is tight knit. Okay, like. The dog show community, like, they were all there for each. It was like really beautiful to witness. I sound so wholesome and lame right now, but like it was so.
You get engaged in like we used to like black out at the bar, and you're like going to the dog shows. Like
I'm not gonna lie, the other day I put on my boots that I wore out during our era, like the ones I got at
Saks.
No. Bloomingdale's.
Or that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I knew the boots.
I got. Those boots have seen some.
They've seen some shit.
They've seen some shit for sure. But then I was like, I'm kind of like got a little pep in my step, feeling like like when a mom puts on like their old dress and they used to go out.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Like I still do fun shit. I'm not like lame. It's just like I've just been really busy lately, and it's just like funny, like the era, how much things change in a short period of time.
No, I felt so lame recently. Like not lame at all, but like I like cut back on my drinking a lot, and I'm like. I get so fucking hungover. I'm like, oh my God, it's rough.
I think we're maturing.
Yeah, I hope. Definitely, actually. But, like, I still want to go out and, like, I still crave,
No, don't get me wrong. The thing is, we used to get asked to go out no, that's a lie. No, that's not.
I'm like,
let me rephrase. The two of us would go out vice versa. Like, we're pushing each other. So when, like, no one's pushing you to go out, like, what?
Yeah.
But also, like, our other friends would also ask us to go out, and everyone that we know has just kind of been busy lately, or like we're never in town. No one's in town at the same times.
Yeah, I think it also obviously does change, like when you're in a relationship versus not. Like, if you are in a serious relationship and you're going to the bars Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like maybe you need to reconsider, like, because I mean, the bar, it's not just for single people. Like, it is fun.
No, it is. No, I'm fully kidding. It's not. I love to go to the bar, but like,
I love to go too. But it's like if you're going out to the bar that often in a relationship, primarily the bar is for like more the single crowd because like it's you go out and meet people, like, you go converse,
and
like,
as it should be.
Yeah.
Personally, if I was a single person, I don't want to go to a bar and potentially want to hit on someone who's in a relationship with their significant other right there.
Yeah.
When like you like. Might try to like see the vibe with someone and like they're clearly in a relationship, but the person's not there. It's like, oh, that was embarrassing, but like whatever. But when someone's there,
agree.
I actually, as a single person, you own that bar.
No, I
and like that is your place to find your man.
I completely agree. It's like it's territory. Like I do go out to the bar still, but Reed's usually there. And it's like, I'll go out in like a group setting where a bunch of my friends are out and they're like, hey, come meet us. And we like go out, whatever. And it's like, I'm also down to still have like a girls' night going out to the bar and stuff. But the bar is like BFFR. It's significantly less fucking fun when you're in a relationship. And like, you're just like, okay, like, I can't do anything. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, I mean, I just haven't been in town. Like, I'm never really here.
Yeah.
On a weekend, at least.
I've been pretty busy, and I don't know. I still have been, like, drinking just, like, way less, like, one time a week. I went to the Morgan Wallen concert this past weekend. Thank you so much to Kevin's mother for giving me the tickets. That was so kind. She's amazing for that. But, like, it was in Philly, and I wanted to go so bad to the concert, but I wasn't able to go.
Let me just rewind. We were supposed to go to Morgan Wallen, me and Hallie together, last year.
Yeah, last March.
Then, Hallie meets Reed. They get tickets to go to Morgan Wallen.
Because it was a Friday, Saturday, so Jazz and I had tickets for Friday, and then I also wanted to go with Reed, but I was like, I obviously am not going to be like, hey, Jazz, can I bring him? So I also got tickets for Saturday for me and Reed, so we had tickets to 2 nights.
And then I was like, Kevin, do you want to go to Morgan Wallen? So then I was like, oh, I got tickets for also Saturday to go to Morgan Wallen. So like, there was like 8 tickets to go to Morgan Wallen, okay?
In total.
And then he canceled like the week before because of his vocal cords or whatever. So like, I sold my tickets. Hallie, like you sold your tickets. Like
Reed had them. Never.
Oh, sorry, you broke up.
Though Reed had bought the tickets, so he didn't sell them because we were like, obviously, like he didn't cancel. He rescheduled for the following May, like a year later, which is crazy.
I didn't want to wait that long.
Yeah, but Reed and I were like, oh, like we'll just go next year. It's fine. And so we like kept the tickets, and then when we were broken up, I was very angry with him one day, and I decided that right then I needed the money back for these tickets. So I'm like, the tickets again are not sold, but I'm like, Venmo me the fucking money, you fucking cunt, for these fucking tickets, like whatever. And so like he gives me the money back for the tickets, and then he ends up just like selling them, but he sold them for less than what they like we paid or whatever. So then like I got all my money back, but he did not. Like that's his karma. Anyway, so then now there's no tickets, but Morgan's like coming back, and then we get back together. I want to go to this concert so badly. So I'm like, okay, I was planning on going. It's actually this weekend. It's like tomorrow or 2 days from now.
Yeah.
But so I was going to buy them again, but then I had something come up, go to the horse races, not able to go. So I was like, damn, that sucks. Whatever. Thought I wasn't going to be able to go.
Then Kevin's mom texts me and she's like, hey, Jazz, like we're not going to Morgan Wallen anymore. We can't go. Like, do you and Kevin want our tickets? Me and Kevin are already going to the Catskills. I was like, unfortunately, no. She's like, do you know anyone else who'd be willing to take them? I was like, hey, Allie, if you're still interested in Morgan Wallen, you can go in Philly.
Yeah, so I did. And like Philly's only like an hour away. It's not bad at all. And I didn't even know he was there. I would have even maybe considered like that ahead of time. I just like didn't even know he was coming there or whatever. So I was like, oh, this is actually perfect. I had a free weekend. So we ended up going. We just spent one night there because I didn't want to like come back. But I, like, didn't do proper I don't know. I'm kind of dumb. So I, like, see online it says 4 p.m. is when the concert is. So I'm like, okay, it starts at 4 p.m. I don't know why I thought that because, and I figured I didn't think Morgan Wallen was going to be on at 4 o'clock. But I guess I figured, like, I don't know, he'd come on. Like, usually I feel like when a concert says it starts at whatever time, the person comes on at, like, an hour-ish later. Like, I feel like Zach Bryan was like, it said starts at 8, but he really didn't come on until like 9:30. So that's how I assumed this was going to go. But I guess Morgan, he did have a lot of openers. I don't know. I didn't really care that much about the openers. I just obviously wanted to see him. So I don't know why it was being like this, but like we get to Philly at like 3:30, and I am rushing Reed out I'm like, we're throwing our stuff down in the hotel room. I'm like, we need to go. Like, we're going to be late. So I slam.
It's funny to hear you say, like, we throw our stuff down, we need to go. Because, like, I saw you make, like, 5 TikToks in this hotel room.
I'm saying, we were, like,
I know, it was
like a 20-minute, like,
it's funny to hear you explain it while also, like, seeing it slow motion, like, from the perspective of, like, your page.
I made those TikToks very quickly while I was drinking. Like, I was very quickly just, like, drinking and, like, making those videos, whatever. But it was, like, we were there for, like, maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then we left. So we get to the concert right at 4. Like, at 4 o'clock. The gates are opening. And I'm, like, looking around. I'm like, there's not that many people here. Like, oh, God. And then I'm quite drunk. Because, again, I think this concert is going to start relatively soon. I was like, I don't want to pay stadium prices, even though I paid for the fucking W Hotel minibar prices. And that's even worse, honestly.
That is way worse.
So I don't even know what I was, like, on with that. I got my bill back. We were there for, again, one night. $175 from the minibar. That's how much money I spent. Granted, also, like,
Dude,
read.
I got my minibar bill from Amazon. Not from when we were in the Beverly Hills Hotel from Amazon. And you know what? I was kikiing with the girls. So, like, I was like, crack it open. I got engaged a couple of days ago. Like, let's party.
Yeah, I come into Jazz's room. She's sitting with Clara and Lauren Loveless, and she has the bottle of Casa Azul, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's like a $300 bottle of tequila, and that's just how much you buy it for at the liquor store. I can't imagine how much it is, like, at the minibar.
No, I'm telling you. And guys, this wasn't on Amazon. Let me be so fucking clear. My credit card was down, and I got charged. Between, like, the breakfast that I ordered, that like she
would order breakfast and not even eat it sometimes.
No, I ordered, and I was also I was in California. Okay, I was getting high. I got the late night munchies. My bill, guess what my bill was when I checked out of that hotel?
It's got to be like $500 or more.
Oh no, it's more.
Oh my god, how much?
It's like $864.
Oh my god, that's.
Yeah. But I got engaged like 2 days before. I was like, treat yourself, girl. Like.
Like you wouldn't always treat yourself, honestly.
No, it's so true. But I was like, guys, like. We can have the expensive tequila. Like, we're celebrating my engagement.
I'm such a stickler with, like, but I don't fuck with that shit because, like, my dad, I feel like, would always be like, don't.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I never used to be like this.
Yeah. But I don't know, so it's just ingrained in my brain.
I'm healing my inner child.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
What it is. I
still don't love, but our kind of only option because we were, like, running quickly was the minibar, so, like, whatever. But I was like, oh my god, $175 for one night. Granted, Reed was just, like, grabbing snacks, eating them, like, they were, like, not $17 for a bag of peanuts. I'm like, really? I was doing it too. I was like, there was like granola bars. I don't know. We were really acting like that shit was free. Anyway,
that's how I get you.
Yeah, we get to the concert and I'm quite drunk because I slammed 3 drinks and I have not been drinking that much. Normally that's how much I would drink and I'd be like barely like tips. I was like, feeling it a little bit. And then I was like sitting and like, oh my god. I start Googling. I'm sitting down, I'm like Googling. I'm like, what time does Morgan Wallen come on? Somebody else, like I was reading, like, literally, like, Reddit posts of people, like, explaining what time. And they're like,
triggered.
Concert, literally. They were like, concert starts at 4. What time will Morgan come on? And the comments were like, then this person will come on at 5:30. This person will come on at 7:30. Then 8:30. Then Morgan will come on at 9:30. I'm like, oh my god. Like, do we leave, go to dinner, and come back? Because, like, what the fuck? I seriously was like, this is crazy. So, yeah, sat there for a long time, and then I'm like, the only thing there really was to do, because, like, the people weren't even performing or anything, was keep drinking. So I just keep, like, drinking. I make myself, like, sick by the end, because I'm, like, half hungover, whatever. Still an amazing concert, still had a great time, but I was just a little dumb for that, for going so early. Yeah. But I was so happy to see Morgan Wallen. It was, like, full circle, and it was, like, really, like, fun. All the songs were fun. I was a little bit hoping he'd bring out Post Malone, because they just put out a song together, like, the day before, but he did not. That's okay. I understand why Post Malone would not want to go to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Reed's like, he probably will bring Post Malone up. That's where he's from. I'm like,
he is?
No. He's from, like, Texas. I'm like, what? Where did you get that from? Like, I don't know.
You also experienced your first care package from Kevin's mom.
Oh, yes. Kevin's mom sent me, like, a little Morgan Wallen goodies. Like, they were just, like, cups and, like, all this merch and stuff. It was so funny. I loved it. It was, like, the card was so nice, too, and everything. It literally, she must have, like, custom cards for everything. I think it said, like, time to party or something.
I got her for her birthday a custom, guys, I talked about this last episode, I think.
Yeah.
Didn't I? How I'm a good gift giver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got her a custom card kit, and I'm all different categories of cards.
Yeah, that's okay. She must have given me one of them. That was very kind.
Yeah. She also loved the flowers.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I sent her flower, because, like, I was like, what can, because, like, I feel like Kevin's parents are just like, no, like, they wouldn't take my money or something, because they're like, so I'm like, what can I give her that's, like, nice and, like, whatever. So I sent her a nice bouquet of flowers.
I walked in the house, she's, guess what? Guess who these are from? I'm like, I'm acting like I don't know. I'm like, who? She goes, Hallie and Reed. It was just so sweet. I'm like, what? That's so nice. Like, you didn't give, me the address. Yeah.
That's so funny. Anyway, this is what I was going to say way earlier about the dog like, it's not about the dog show at all, but, okay, have you seen the Sabrina Carpenter
Depop
dress drama?
Yes, and I'm so glad that I could actually be, like, in the know, because I actually never use Depop. I recently got one, because I've been cleaning up my closet recently, and so I was like, I felt like I was, like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know what that app really was until recently.
Yeah.
So I felt like more educated on the subject.
Yeah. If you don't know, this girl made a video and she's like, here's
I'm sorry. The way that she came across this is actually just hilarious.
I know. She was like, here's how I like styled Sabrina Carpenter for as a Depop seller for under.
She said, here's how I sold Sabrina Carpenter her 25th birthday dress as a Depop seller with only 2,000 followers. Yeah. I'm acting as if she styled her.
Yes. Well, and then she did say she styled her at one point. She was like, it's such an incredible opportunity to have styled Sabrina Carpenter, like whatever. And so Sabrina Carpenter's stylist, I guess, reached out via Depop and found this dress and was like, hey, can you ship this dress? Didn't say she was Sabrina Carpenter's stylist. The girl was out of town. She was like, unfortunately, like, I can't ship this tomorrow. Like, they wanted it overnighted. And then the stylist was like, I'm Sabrina Carpenter's stylist. Like, would you consider shipping it? So then she had her sister go ship it, like, rushed it, whatever. And then Sabrina ended up wearing it and posted, like, some Instagram photos in it and everything. She looked great. It is a really cute dress. And, like, it's so her. I love it.
She looked fantastic. Did you see her birthday cake?
Yeah, so funny. It
hilarious.
Said, like, it was a picture of Leonardo DiCaprio, and it said, no, don't turn 25. You're so sexy. So funny.
So hilarious. Especially because, like, they're in the same world, like, whereas he would see that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That
like, if we did that, like, it's like, that's funny. But it's like, that's hilarious because, like, he's going to see that.
Yeah, for sure. That is hilarious.
I wonder if he's, like, been in her DMs.
I wonder. She's beautiful.
I bet you he has.
Yeah.
Just putting it out
I know
there.
that is funny. But yeah, back to the Depop. Whatever, that girl made that video, and then people started ripping her to shreds because she plugged her Depop. So then people went and looked at the Depop.
No, I'm sorry. She deserved to be ripped to shreds.
See, okay, this is my thing. So, I do think, like, so she was, like, posting, like, she posted
an Abercrombie t-shirt. Yeah. T-shirt. There was a dress and a t-shirt. Okay. T-shirt, $218.
She was posting, like, like Abercrombie stuff that we would have used to wear in, like, when we were 14 and, like, we were like, this is so cute. I have to say, like, I think that marking things up is, like, some people are like, she shouldn't be selling this for more than $18, like, whatever. Here's the thing. If there's a demand for it and people are going to pay the prices, like, why do you really give a fuck? Like, if somebody is going to pay that amount of money for, like, that item, let her get her bag. Who fucking cares? But I will say the way that she had things priced was ridiculous. Like, like some of those things, and, like, the wording she used was funny. Like, rare vintage, like, whatever.
Forever 21 cheetah shorts, and price non-negotiable. And then someone, like, posted a video in response to that, stitching that and being like, if you just, do people not know what Google image search is? Because I just searched this and I found like 12 more pairs also on Depop that are $12.
Yes, 100%. So I agree with that. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you don't like the prices, just don't pay them. I understand it's just like funny and whatever. And like, I do think it's literally ridiculous to sell some of those things for that much money. But like, that is how you make money on Depop, is by marking things up. But that is a different level. I used to, like, sell things on Depop as well. I sold, like, style bundles, if you guys remember. TB fucking T. And I would sell, like, fully, which at the time, now looking back, I'm like, I probably was undercharging a little bit because I just didn't know what I was doing. But I was selling, like, 2 fully styled outfits that were all thrifted items or whatever for $80 for 2 full outfits, which is kind of crazy looking back because all of the items would add.
The amount of time that took too.
It would take. I literally was working and I loved it. I'm not complaining at all. Like, I had the most fun doing it. But I was seriously working. I would wait. It was during COVID, so that was my full-time job. I would wake up at like 8 a.m., drive to the thrift stores, like, get stuff, come home. I wasn't done till like 11 p.m. And I'm not kidding. That's what I did every day, all day. But it was the only thing I had to do. So it was so fun for me and I loved it. But I was working so many hours and I was making, like, not a good amount where it's, like, even sustainable to be doing that. Because, like, I would spend, like, the clothes would amount to, like, 40, something dollars.
The profit margin
was not great. I definitely should have been charging more. But I don't regret it. Obviously, I had so much fun. But so to know that I did that and then look at, like, somebody that is selling things, like, one singular, like, Abercrombie short for, like, $150 is crazy.
Yeah.
Those prices are great.
It was just also funny that she was acting like she styled Sabrina Carpenter. Like, you did not do that. Like, her stylist did that.
Yeah, that's what I think the wording was just odd, because it's like, you just posted a dress, like, you didn't pull the look together, like, you didn't, like, yeah, I don't know.
There was nothing, you contributed nothing, except for the piece of clothing, which anyone...
I guess she did go find that item of clothing in a vintage selection
but
originally.
She didn't style it for her. Like, and also, like, she didn't just wear the dress butt fucking naked. Otherwise, like, she had accessories and shit and her fucking self.
Yeah.
But follow your dreams.
Yeah, that was a little crazy, but I don't know. Like, I do feel a little bit bad that she's getting fully ripped to shreds, but at the same time, it is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I'm like, all presses... No, I don't take... I take that back, because, like, I'm sensitive. But, like...
Yeah,
I mean, like, she's getting some followers. I'm sure she's selling some shit.
Yeah, I'm sure people are looking and they're like, maybe people are paying it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is not, like, so, like, I'm not trying to be, like, playing devil's advocate, but people are like, that Abercrombie dress was $20 in, like, 2012, whatever. And it's like, yes, but if, like, one, fashion always does come back, it recycles. So things, like, we've seen that a lot where yoga pants that we wore in 2012 are now be called, like, flared leggings, and they're, like, got a whole rebrand, and everyone thinks they're so cute, and we're all fucking wearing exactly what we wore in 2012. That's how fashion and the cycle works. So it is like, yeah, a dress that was cute from Abercrombie in 2012 is going to be probably cute again now. That makes sense. And they don't make that dress anymore. So obviously, to get your hands on it, if you really want it, is very hard. Like, obviously, whatever. So it's like, it does make sense to up that price of, like, because it's not vintage. Vintage is anything that's 20 years or older. So it is also, like, she was, like, people are so weird about the word vintage. And, like, I have seen people post, I used to post something from, like, 1998 or something. People are like, you think that's vintage? It is. That is actually exactly what it is. But I understand, because it's hard to conceptualize, I guess, that, like, 2004 is technically considered vintage, because, like, you couldn't imagine that something, like, I was even alive for could be considered vintage, but it is.
Yeah, that's really odd to me. That's crazy.
But anyway, moral of that story. So I understand, you know, charging things a little bit higher because that item is no longer available. But again, that is crazy, especially if there are other of those exact same dresses on Poshmark for $12. It is kind of like, I don't know.
To each their own.
Yeah. Per
usual.
Yeah.
I guess I can give a wedding update.
Oh, yeah.
Wedding update. It's funny because, like, last week I was like, it'll always be at the beginning of the episode. Now it's at the end of this episode. Yeah. But,
there might be, like, barely any updates some week.
And so true. I was just making a little jokey joke. Yeah. But so far, things I have done, per usual, the venue. There's dresses. I haven't really given you an update on dresses, but the first dress I ever tried on, I was like, I want that dress.
Yeah.
Then I found my venue, and I was like, I'm spending way more money than I thought I would be on a venue. Yeah. And the wedding itself. So it's like, can I justify this dress? Honestly, still up in the air. But I did have a company reach out to me who would be willing to gift me a dress in exchange for deliverables, obviously. And so I tried on some dresses with them, but they're like collection from, like, this year comes out, like, in 2 weeks. So I'm waiting for those to come in so I can try them on also. But there is one dress that I do like. As much as the first one? No. But am I willing to make a little bit of a sacrifice because I'm having this fat fucking wedding? Yes.
Okay. What about the second dress that you found at Kleinfeld?
I do also really like that one. But if I can not pay for dresses and use that money towards, like, the wedding, like, that's my plan. Okay. And yes, a privileged thing. I'm not denying that by any means. But again, I'm paying for the wedding. Like, me and Kevin, we're paying for the whole fucking thing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna fucking pop my pussy where I need to. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, so, like, figuring out the whole dress thing, I'm hoping to have that figured out by, honestly, the end of June, because I'm going on the cruise, like, in, like, basically next week. A little bit after that, and then come back, try the dresses when they're back, and then yay, woo! I have a appointment next week to do our save the dates because I'm like customizing a whole kit of.
What is an appointment for like?
It's like a virtual appointment to like design them.
Oh, like they come up with them. Okay.
Because I'm gonna do like the same theme for the save the dates, the invites, the thank you cards, the RSVPs, the tables, like table numbers, all of that stuff, like the same theme.
What photos are you gonna use?
So here's the thing. I think I mentioned this, but the engagement picture girl I want doesn't give a fuck about me. I've commented on so many of her videos being like, praying someone cancels so I can have an appointment. And she's like,
yeah, I'll keep you in my prayers, bitch. Like,
no, she doesn't give a fuck. But she did actually reply to my comment yesterday, and she was like, I'll keep you posted, heart. So I'm like, maybe there's a chance.
Yeah.
But save the dates won't have photos, I don't think.
No photos at all. Okay.
No, because I want to get them out because like I don't people like mark the date. I really do. Like I want to get that out of the way. And then I'm hoping that when we get back from the cruise, because I'm getting braids for the cruise. I don't want my engagement pictures with braids. I want it to be with like this hair. So I'm gonna get my hair done again in June, like this. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Sorry, I was coughing, guys. Asthma's really been getting to me lately. Anyways, so I'll get my hair done in June and then get pictures taken. I did find some people that I do like. I asked on Instagram for some photographers. People I like. It's just like when I have someone set in my head, that's what I picture is going to work, and it hasn't yet.
Yeah. And
that's okay. But I'm hoping we'll get them done in June, and then our actual invites will have pictures on them.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And then also, I did like rules for my wedding. I figured out some things me and Kevin agreed on. Mm-hmm. No kids. I really only know one kid, my cousin Charlie.
Sorry, Charlie.
My mom saw my video. She's like, so even Charlie can't be there? I'm like, what about no kids? It's not being
well, I think it'd be weird to have one singular kid there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if there are a bunch of kids, like that's different. But like, I know one kid.
I don't think a wedding is a place for a kid.
I agree. I'm not just gonna be shaking ass with.
Unless, like, the only way I would have, like, is if you, I guess, already had kids yourself.
That's
then
different.
Maybe it's like.
Yeah. But yeah, so no kids. Also, me and Kevin are not going to say vows in front of everyone. That's always made me uncomfortable personally.
I think it's.
Again, don't want to yuck anyone's yum. If that's your vibe, again, your day. Do as you please. Personally, I have zero desire to say my deepest, heartfelt emotions of vows in front of everyone I know.
I agree. I think I've seen ones where it is like there's a very delicate line in my opinion where it's like almost a performance where it's like funny and everybody's laughing and like whatever. If you do it right, it's great, but I just first of all, not for me.
As an outsider, it's uncomfortable to me like to have to witness it in a lot of senses, and like I feel like it's more special. Like honestly kind of the same way as like the engagement was for us because like no one was around and it wasn't recorded. Like you can say what you want to say and really mean it. And I like we're going to do it ourselves in the morning before the wedding. Like, and I just think that's like more special and like more comfortable like for us. But again, if it's not your vibe, don't do it.
I can't imagine like because I feel like you don't love to public speak already, and then I can't imagine you like saying
fuck no.
You'd be like, speaking is hard, like whatever.
I fully would. It would give me too much anxiety. It's not for me.
No, I think that, yeah.
I'm also walking myself down the aisle. That's my jam. I've decided on that. It's going to work. It's totally fine. We're doing a black tie wedding.
So only black?
So here's the thing. Black tie wedding technically just means like formal dresses.
Yeah.
But and my bridesmaids will be in black. So I don't know if I want, excuse me.
Are you doing all the same dress, or are you going to have everybody pick?
You can pick. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
But I don't know if I want it to be like just like formal like dresses for like guests, or if you have to wear black. Because I've seen like weddings where everyone had to wear black, and I like how all the pictures look.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to be like a stickler and like, but also I feel like black's the easiest color to get someone to wear. You know?
Yeah. I don't think anybody's fucking complaining if you. I don't think anybody would really have any complaints if you make, because sometimes you don't even have to go buy a dress. People probably might already have a black dress.
I think that too. I think I'll enjoy the pictures and the vibe will just, because that place, like the venue, just, it gives that
Yeah, and you don't want somebody to be wearing it's not that big of a deal, but if somebody picks like the most horrendous, like bright colored whatever, and that's like what all you can focus on in a photo, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of just like classy black and white, like the vibes. So like we're doing zero colors.
What do guys wear to weddings like that's not Do you wear just like a suit?
Suit or tux, yeah.
I don't even know the difference between a tux and a suit. Like,
I think it's just like a different quality material. Again, I could be totally wrong, but I can tell in like pictures, that's what it seems to be.
Okay.
But again, call me out. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But I think that's what, like, we're doing no colors. I was like, originally, I thought I wanted to do a color, but I was like, I know one day I might hate that color. I don't want to hate every picture.
Yeah, no, I think that's like, you can't go wrong.
And like, again, the place just like gives the vibe and energy of like black, white, classy, simple, easy.
Agree.
What else was there? Oh, no speeches. No speeches.
Yeah, I think that's good too.
I think speeches only make sense in like a smaller setting. So I think we're going to do like a welcome cocktail hour type of thing the night before, like hors d'oeuvres, that kind of energy. Still figuring out the details, but do that and then have speeches there because it'll be like a smaller group of people that like actually understand the stories that are being said, so it's like not awkward or weird for anybody.
Yeah.
Because I don't like speeches when like someone like makes a joke, but like you weren't there for the joke, so you don't get it.
Yeah, I also think it's just hard to get like 200 something people to like shut the fuck up and like, I mean like they will, but
it's like it's not like a fun thing for everyone.
No, that's the worst if you're like trying to eat or like whatever and like I don't know.
So I don't like that. Those are the main things. Also, one of our friends is going to marry us.
Okay.
I don't know if I've said that on here before.
Or you told me. I don't know what you told me.
I can't remember what I've told you and like what I've said on here, but like, yeah, so we haven't told the friend that's doing it that they're doing it.
Yeah.
Well, we want them to do it, I guess, because we're still working out logistics. But that's the plan there. And then I think I'm going to do a bachelorette either like January or February next year.
Cute. That'll be fun.
But that's really all I have. Also, I decided I realized I want a photo booth at the wedding.
Yeah, that
just like fits the vibe for sure. I want black and white photos only though.
Okay, yeah. I like
just
that.
really sticking with that theme.
Yeah, no, I think that'll be cute.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I honestly, book the videographer for like the whole day, night, whatever you want to call it. But I do need to figure out, like, the wedding venue keeps emailing me and I've just kind of had a lot on my plate at the moment that I haven't been replying. But I think I need to figure out like food and shit, like, because it comes like that's part of the package. But I need to like figure out what it is and cake and bullshit. I just haven't.
They're doing the cake and stuff too.
Yeah, like a bunch of stuff comes with. But I gotta read the fucking email. I paid the money, and
you're like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, I'm like they locked in my date, and that was honestly good enough for me at that point. Then got the videographer, which is great. So I need to find like a florist and like a DJ and a band and. I don't know if I want to do a DJ and a band or like what that vibe is, but I got to figure that out too.
Yeah, I don't know.
But making progress for sure. But like we're literally like a year away.
Yeah, you have time to like make decisions, and I feel like you might change your mind as things go on as well.
Yeah, so. For sure. My board game sample's being made.
Oh,
that's really exciting. So I'm hoping that'll come in the next like few weeks or so.
That's
so I
good.
can like finalize some stuff and then get the board game out. But that's all that's happened in my life.
So
also, I'm not fucking pregnant. God, everyone's so fucking annoying.
I was going to make a joke on Mother's Day, and like I posted on the podcast Instagram, like, Happy Mother's Day to our favorite mothers. And I was like, dog moms or whatever. And then I was going to be like, and the baby that's in Jazz's stomach. But then I was like, I don't know if she'll find that funny. So
I would have found that funny.
I didn't do it.
That's funny.
But
no, every single video I post, like, someone will find a way to make it about, like, me being pregnant.
I think people just like want to like come up with a reason or like some tea or whatever because like they're like, oh, like they got engaged quickly, like she's pregnant. Like it doesn't have to be that. People could just want to make that choice.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But that's funny.
Yeah. I didn't almost. I took a video the other day of me taking a pregnancy test just to prove a point. Mm-hmm. And I was like gonna post it and be like, shut the fuck up.
Oh my God, that's.
But I didn't.
The other day I was I do not. I do not get a period, and like I haven't had one in years because of my IUD. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but my IUD.
It was this day last week.
Yeah, my skin was flaring up horribly. Like I had like 3 under the skin cystic pimples. Like I was cramping so bad. I was sick. Yeah, I threw up on my walk home. Like I was just so bad, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I literally was like scared. I'm like, and the only way I think really to be pregnant when you have an IUD is like having an ectopic pregnancy because you can't like sustain the baby or whatever. So I'm like, I'm having that, like something's wrong. I was just like bleeding barely. It wasn't like.
You know what's so fucked up It's so fucked up how the symptoms of pregnancy and the symptoms of your period are like the same thing.
Exactly. And so, like, I never...
death to whoever... Actually, not death to God, I'm sorry. Yeah. But, like, that's fucked up is what I'm trying to say.
No, it is. I agree. And it's just, like, annoying. And I never take a pregnancy test because I just feel very confident in my IUD. But I was like, something is, like, wrong here. Actually, it is a little scary to think about. You wouldn't really ever know because I never take a pregnancy test and I don't get a period.
If you have an ectopic pregnancy, will it still show up as pregnant on the test?
I believe so. It's just like if I took a pregnancy test and it came out positive, I would go to the emergency room immediately. Yeah. Like that would be my first step because I think like I'd be like it can burst and kill you. Like it's like in your
really dangerous.
It's like you're pregnant but in your fallopian tube. I don't know. I don't even know. But I'm like something is wrong with me, whatever. And so I got a pregnancy test which I haven't done in years, and I like took one, and then I like didn't even tell Reed like. Because it just was, like, completely unnecessary, like, obviously, like, whatever, It was stupid. But I had put the pregnancy test box down on the counter in my kitchen. Then I had, like, washed my hands or something, and their water had gotten, like, onto the box. And then I picked the box up. It cemented the words pregnancy test and, like, whatever, the whole box, like, onto my kitchen counter. And it was, like, stuck there. I just scrubbed it off like yesterday. It took a week to like scrub that shit off, and my thing just said pregnancy test. Like my kitchen counter, I was like, that is so ugly.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I took mine and I like left it on the counter in the bathroom, and for Kevin to get home, and I was like, left you a surprise on the counter, like in like the bathroom. Yeah. And he comes home and he goes, I think there's a faint second line here, and he's like, and he started fucking, but I didn't realize he was fucking with me, and I freaked out. But he like was getting that to me because I did it to him. Well, but I'm like, it's literally impossible for me to be pregnant. But still, whenever like my period's late, I always feel the need to take it. Not always, but like, I will take a test. I'm like, there has to be a reason why it's not here.
I always just want an answer, and it's like, bitch, you're just on your period. But it was just odd to me because I never like get one or really experience symptoms. But also, it is, if you had left that out, it is funny because. Sometimes when you leave a pregnancy test out for a really long time, it'll then a second line will appear even though you're not pregnant. But like that happened to my friend, and like she had like thrown it away, and then her friends like pulled it out of the trash, and there's 2 lines on this, and she was like, "What? I didn't see it." Like,
that's so crazy.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap this episode probably.
Anyways, so basically recap of this episode: wedding's a year away. We're both not pregnant, and marriage is hard.
And don't sell clothes on Depop for $300 for an Abercrombie shirt.
100%. But we'll see you guys next week. I'll be voyaging.
Oh, yeah, on your cruise?
No, I won't. I'll be almost voyaging.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. This comes out tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, so never mind. What the fuck are we saying? Sorry, we're recording 2 episodes.
Sorry. We've had a lot going on. But we'll see you guys next week. Have a great week, and love you so much. Congrats to all the graduates.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats to Libby. Libby does our clips for the episode and our in-feed posts, and she graduated, so yay her.
Congrats, Slay.
Did you see her Instagram picture? What is she, a Delta or some shit? Like, Tri-Del? Is she the same sorority as Carly? Is this triangle a Delta?
I think, yeah.
Because wasn't that what Carly was in?
I think, yeah.
Because that's what Libby had on her thing.
Oh,
on her, like, thing. So, is that what it is?
Throw it up. I think that's it. I really don't know. We didn't go to normal college.
I didn't go, period.
Yeah.
I went 1 semester.
Yeah.
I did not rush because I was in a long-term relationship at the time, and I didn't think it was a good idea.
You're like, yeah, I'm going to cheat. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm kidding. I don't fuck with cheaters.
No,
if you listen to past episodes, you fucking know that.
All right. Bye, guys.